Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is me, Dukect, and man, I have returned. Yes, I have returned from the long slumber of last year's Dukect Lounge, but we're back here live every Thursday night here on TalkShoe.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on this interesting Thursday. Before the inauguration of the 45th President of these United States, I hope you are warm and toasty at home and relaxing and doing all these type of good things, which is, that's what you got to do. You got to look at the sit back and hopefully you're doing some good things in your life right now. And, we got a lot of things to talk about. First things first, there's been a lot of talk about. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about. First off, I gotta give a shout out to Kurt Angle going to the Hall of Fame. Wow, it was a bit of a shock, and the guy talking about it. It was one of the most. It was actually a pretty fun. It was actually a pretty, shocking, because honestly, it's well deserved. The man dominated. Well, when he came in and won every single title on the card. I mean, he won every championship. He did everything and basically dominated. So it is, it's something that people, need to be more like, oh my gosh, it's, someone like, it's like a man who has went through everything, from his his rise in Olympic glory. He won the title he won the Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck. To his journey, in fact, his journey into professional wrestling, his dabbling into ECW, which was funny because, I have no idea why Kurt wanted to go to ECW first, not WWEF/E. It's funny, he went to the third thing there, but not the big guys. I don't know why. He said, nope, I won't do the WWE thing. But later on, he did sign the deal, and he made he became, one of the most, not only the best wrestlers in the WWE, but also his character, his growth as a character, he was completely hilarious, funny at times, and he just, whatever he did, he felt like he went in with 100%. The dude just continued to have fun, and that was the one thing I really, really, really loved about Kurt Angle, is because he always seemed to be a dude that is just so a dude that just got it, sure, he can bring it to you in the ring, but also he had the character, he had the mic skills, he had it all. And a lot of people, seem to forget that he was the wrestling machine, but he had really good talent, and it was a very, very good. He was just very good. His match, honestly, with Shawn Michaels, him and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21 was great. In fact, most of his matches, when he's involved, always at least minimum are going to be good. Even to when this is TNA's late end TNA stuff, he was still at least decent and still good. So that was Kurt Angle. So it was always that. I always had that. And yeah, he went to TNA for a while and seriously helped TNA immensely, getting a lot of people going to there. And hell, he had probably good and not great matches with Desmond Wolfe, a.k.a. Nigel McGuinness, had really good stuff there with him. He had really good stuff with AJ Styles. He had good stuff with Sting. He had good stuff with most of, if not everybody in the roster. He had really good matches with. So yeah, and that was the thing I really, really thought that he was going to meet. This dude was great. He had a lot of he had that clout, and he had that type of again, it had intensity, integrity, intelligence, and such. Even though in TNA he had some issues, and I ranted against him many a time. I ranted against the fact I have a video on him basically going to. I remember it was before his pay-per-view match. I think it was during this whole main event, not Mafia, but the entire I think it was the Immortal storyline when he was arrested. He was in jail because of some type of something or other, and he had some issues. The dude had a lot of issues, a lot of drunk driving, all this type of stuff, and he pushed himself way too hard in some cases. Yeah, he did. He did push himself way too hard in the later parts of his career because, hey, that's what he is, an athlete, and he knows how to go 100%. You can't tell him, okay, just ease back. It's hard to that. You've been trained since like you was a kid to always go 100%. You can't tell someone when you're doing an athlete or anything else not to go 100%. Tell them not to go 100%. That's not in their nature. You can't tell anyone to do that. Anyway, it's because Kurt has done a lot of some things that in his past that was shaky and stuff, but it seems he's in a good place, and now he's coming home to WWE and getting a Hall of Fame. And funny enough, another TNA Hall of Famer going to get, trading his like fake Rolex watch that Dixie Carter gave him, and now going into the Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame, and probably getting a ring and probably a better watch too, and probably a Legends deal and probably another match. Hell, you know what? Make him general manager. Get rid of Mick Foley. In fact, personally, in my world, I don't know how they had this general manager and commissioner BS. Just have Kurt Angle be the one on Raw, and just have him be like the truly commissioner of Raw. Because Stephanie has failed, honestly. If you want to be 100% real, Raw has gone down, and I've tried watching Monday Night Raw, and it's basically, I really tried. In my Wrestling Revolutions video, I really, really tried to watch Monday Night Raw. I did, but I just can't. I don't care. I just can't. I try. I really do. It's just those 3 hours and be the same people in the main event for all of eternity of Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens main eventing for like forever. Like Terry Funk's like, forever! That's the main event of Monday Night Raw, and it seems like it will never, ever change. And honestly, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. Oh, by the way, I hope DDP gets in too, because just with DDP workout alone, saving the lives of Scott Hall and Jake Snake Roberts, he's like, man, he's pretty good in the wrestling sense too. Note to self, I need to get into the DDP yoga. I've been slacking off on that. I need to get that on there right now, man. I gotta get that on there. Okay. Let's get this. So Kurt Angle going to the WWE Hall of Fame, a good thing, a positive thing, and I'm pumped for that, and I think that's a lot of people will be happy with that as well. So with that being said, let's start into the next issue. Let's go to another stuff. And speaking of WWE, oh boy, the WWE UK Championship. Oh boy, UK Tournament actually. First off, I gotta look at the positives. Right away. The positives, I have to say there's some really good stuff here. I think there's a lot of faces that let's go positives. I mean, there are faces I did not know, but I am really liked in this whole thing. Trent Seven was interesting. Jordan Devlin, Pete Dunne, I really like him. Wolfgang, I became a really big fan of his. Big dude can brawl and do some aerial stuff. Personally, I would like to see him cut that off. but I think he would be a really good someone in not only NXT, but also maybe in the WWE. I think someone like him, Wolfgang, that type of story, him basically working from bars and such, I think someone like him could be really good for someone like, say, to really, I would think Wolfgang and maybe Rusev going for the US or title or something like in the mid-card or maybe in the main event. I think that'd be really good. Definitely type of stuff. I like Wolfgang. Mark Andrews, really good. I think I like Andrews. I always liked him, even though he never got much love in TNA. But he got love in TNA lately. But he left, and he is Andrews gave a really good performance in the first couple nights, especially him and Pete Dunne's match. Holy crap, these two were just on point. I'm like, dude, this was amazing. This was really is good stuff here. These two were, that type of thing. This was just, I'm seriously, Mark Andrews, Pete Dunne, just great. Part of me wanted this to be, the finale. But then again, Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate was actually pretty good as well in the finals. Because, by the way, Tyler Bate, I like him too. And funny enough, I really did like him. I like Tyler Bate, that whole 19, even though he looks like older, he has that whole, Arn Anderson look that he looks way older than he actually is. It was something interesting like that. It was somewhat of a really interesting type of look for him. And it would give me something if WWE UK, the positive thing is, and look like, wow, this guy really can be. I think this could have been a dud, and sadly a lot of people didn't watch, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, this I actually enjoyed mostly the time, and actually had a young babyface, really young, like 19, a young babyface winning, and it was uplifting. When was the last time a show had that uplifting moment that really felt that way? In fact, the only time I remember was, funny enough, the Cruiserweight Classic. It was the Cruiserweight Classic I really liked because it had that type of heartfelt type of, like, I really believed in that type of stuff. You know what I mean? It felt like that type of thing, and I wanted Wolfgang to win. I think Wolfgang and Pete Dunne would have been a really good match, and I think the story would have been a little bit better. Personally, I would have had Tyler Bate versus I think Joe Devlin should have won. I think he should have won by being Neville's means. Trevor Doyle's trying to be Finn Balor. Trying so hard to be like he trying so hard to be Finn. It's not even funny. I would like the Diet Coke version of Finn Balor, which that's not a good look for him to do. I think he needs something else, in my personal opinion. But yes, I think that someone like I think he should have won. I would have had, quite honestly, Tyler. I think it would have been better if Jordan Devlin versus Wolfgang. Wolfgang wins. And have Pete Dunne come close. I would still have Pete Dunne lose because he is I think a Progress World Champion, I think, at this point, or whatever. I'm not into the UK scene. I apologize. I should be, but whatever. But I think it would have been a better story. Wolfgang 29, it's that type of thing, and hell, it would have been cool seeing him maybe in someone like that, because it's cool to see someone that big and powerful. A complete contrast of styles. And WWE needs to make 2017 the year of the big guy, the man of the giants, not the year of the, it seems to be more of a cruiserweight style. And I like Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight, but, I'm getting a little sick of that type of, I'm getting sick of them, man. I want some dudes with, just with some beef in them, some guys who just come in and just beat the crap out of them. And again, like I said, Wolfgang is great and all, and I liked Trent Seven. I really wish they could have just, I like Wolfgang, but I would like to see him cut off the whole big guy doing those big moves and such. I mean, he needs to work that. Okay, we're not gonna stop doing that. Stop doing that stuff and just power through and become just because you can do those power moves too. So that's what I would say. But overall, I really did enjoy the tournament, even though I feel like that was one of the few people who watched it. In fact, I was an hour late to watch the tournament, and it was. I gotta say, the tournament was you could say one thing about the tournament, and it was a complete. Well, you would call it would people call it a disaster? I don't. I think some people would call it a disaster. Yeah, it was. Looks like a complete and utter disaster. Because no one watched. In fact, there was a poll. Now you'll see it there in the video. It was a poll, the WWE poll, saying who watched the first night and second night. It was like did not want and seeing all this stuff, and it's like, yep, the Facebook poll, yeah, did not look good. It was like did not watch. Over 6,000 people did not watch the entire UK tournament, which is sad, and it felt like again, it just feels like it was more of a sinkhole to WWE, and hopefully people are watching it now, and it is sad that because again, this was at least it was good programming, and I hate the fact that good programming and people it will have the message WWE will get the message that we don't want to do tournaments like this anymore since it won't bring in viewers, and it sucks because if no one watches, guess what's going to happen? They're not going to do these type of things anymore. So, I mean, they need to really, you gotta show up and watch these things. And I understand some people didn't watch, and there are some things that are, cringeworthy and such about the tournament. I mean, Tyler Bay, a little young, too young, 19 years old, a little young to win the championship. Again, a lot of cruiserweight action here. Neville not being another thing. A lot of these, which I really did not like, is that why didn't you have any guys from WWE? I mean, I barely recognize any of these people. Yes, I know. Manjuice was from TNA, and you had Danny Burch, who was from NXT. I get it, Danny Burch, who was in NXT. AKA. I think it was Martin Stone. And in fact, he actually wrestled. I think he wrestled actually in TNA British Boot Camp. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, he was in TNA British Boot Camp and actually competed in TNA When I Know the Gut Check. Wow. So yeah, Danny Burch, yes, I understand. I understand that people would like watch and say, "Oh yeah, that was cool," but there was no one else there. No one else there from anyone recognizable. A sea of unrecognizable faces, and people like who the heck is Dan Mooney? H.C. Dryer, Saxon Huxley, Sam Gradwell, Roy Johnson, Tyson T-Bone. Who the hell? I mean, no one's going to care about these guys. Joseph Connors and James Drake, who honestly just, oh gosh, James Drake, even the British crowd, which was again very positive. I like the UK crowd. It was on his ass, he got his own face on his ass. He got his own face on his ass. I love the ching, and then you had so it's the British crowd. You guys, I understand that could be annoying. That could be a negative as well. Like, shut the crowds need to shut up and don't do these chants. But it really felt warming and inviting. And oh gosh. And it's funny that Tyson T-Bone, who looks like trying so hard to be I liked his stuff here, but Yeah, but honestly, the best one was Saxon Huxley. The dude looked like, Jesus. Muscle Cat, Saxon Huxley, trying so hard. I mean, this dude. And then, like, like, hey, Jesus. Ooh, ha. I want to know, would you be my God? I was like, dang. Oh, gosh. That to me, the crowd. I love, the match was not interesting at the point, but the crowd made it so much more, which is important. It's not about, again, it's when the crowd is into it, it makes the matches so much better. And it always makes it better because the crowd can help or hurt. And this actually helped the match a bit. But yeah, the crowd wasn't really positive. But again, the WWE wants to really get people to watch. They need to have people in there, the people who are recognizable. Neville. People, if they would put Neville in their tour, I know he was there wrestling Tommy End. I know I know he's there. People like him, but let's all be real. Why wasn't he in the tournament? Why couldn't Neville be in the tournament again? I want to know why. I mean, why is that? Why can't he? I mean, would he have been too overshadowing? Yeah, but think about it. If someone beats him, you said, what about Pete Dunne? You wouldn't have that great heel thing with Pete Dunne and everything. I'm like, I would actually sacrifice that thing and have Neville, have that momentum of him being the UK champion and such like that, going into, say, when he faces, say he's king, the king of the UK, the greatest wrestler, and have him continually going to be the king of the cruiserweights for he faces Rich Strong in the Royal Rumble, which would be interesting. I think that would be nice, but I think that's one of the negatives of that show is they didn't have any recognizable people, and a lot of people were probably alienated and said, I don't want to watch. Probably the same reason why the whole Cruiserweight Classic. But then again, they had a lot of people who are from NXT. There are people from former TNA guys and so on and so forth. I don't mind having people who are not recognizable. Guys who like, okay, if you see, for the first time, I get that. I like that. But you do need people, you do need recognizable names. You need people who are outside of the UK bubble to really reach that. And sadly, the only one there was Mark Andrews. And I'd have to shout out to a lot of the other. They actually did a bit of storyline in the tournament, having Pete Dunne being as ruthless as he is to become champion. And to do that to again, Sam Gradwell, to his best friend who roommate with him, basically, just attacking him, the post show after night one, and continuing to attack on his back. This dude was his friend, told by Michael Cole. We don't see it. I know it's a tournament, we don't really see it, but yeah, it's something like that. It's annoying, but yeah, this was actually good enough storytelling to say this man would do anything what it takes. Damn friendships, damn people who trained under him with Tyler Bate, that he attacked him after his match, was like, crap, this man really wants this championship. He will destroy any bridge, any caring about it whatsoever to be him. And he said that right there in his promo that even though I'm 23, but I had to go through hell. I had to go through hell to get to this point, and I'm going to treat every person in this competition, every person I step away to feel my pain I had to get to crawl, scratch, and do whatever it took to become the UK champion. And I saw that in him. And should he have won? I don't know. But I think, again, a happy, good babyface ending and such. And he'll probably win, because they're trying to do a UK TV show. I guarantee you Pete Dunne will be the one to dethrone Tyler Bate in a couple weeks or so. And he become UK champion. And, I think maybe in 2 or 3 months, have 4 or 5 months him running and dominating until, say, Wolfgang maybe, if he goes to the UK, goes to the UK title. Or, personally, I wish he would actually go to the main roster. Because I would like seeing him in the main roster on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or NXT, because I think Wolfgang is that good. I'm a fan of him. Anyway, I'm going to take a small break. Yes, sir. We're going to take a small break here. And we'll be right back, and we will be talking about the new Injustice trailer and the Injustice 2 story trailer and what that means. And sadly, and moan and bitch that's not going to be on PC. And we'll be right back here live on TalkShoe.com and in other and thank you so much for joining me at Dukect. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back live here on TalkShoe.com. Also, hearing this on the YouTubes. Thank you so much for listening on the YouTube. If you're not listening live, how dare you? You're listening on the YouTube.com/Dukect. Also, you're listening on the iTunes, and not only iTunes, but also ManticExpression.com, Freaking Awesome Network, and many, many other places as well. So, let's get this thing on the way. Let's continue on talking a little more about Injustice 2 Electric Boogaloo. I messed up my joke. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Anyway, it seems like, looks like it takes place after Injustice. And let's get a little bit of background for you. Injustice was a fighting game for the previous consoles. Let me tell you, it was a fun fighting game. Having basically DC have Superman going crazy and nuts after Lois Lane got killed by the Joker, because the Joker tricked him that Lois Lane was Doomsday, and he killed not only her but also her child and the entire Metropolis. In fact, he killed off everybody in Metropolis that Superman cares about, and basically Superman just ripped his heart out. Summarize, and then he just started a path and became a tyrant, even though I think it was probably, I would say, Batman, that was on you. You should have took out the Joker anyway. The reason why Joker did that to Superman, he was tired of losing to Batman. That's all I was like, look, I'm tired of losing to you, and I'm tired of losing to you. And then he just said, whatever. I did this to Superman, and then Joker, Superman was about to kill him. Batman tried to calm him down. He said, please, man, I'm sorry for all this. And then he just murked him, and then started 5 years later, became pretty much a very unstoppable tyrant until Batman got like the right universe, the sixth. I don't know what universe the DC universe had. Whatever. Basically the right heroes and such, and they led a thrashing and stopped Superman, the evil tyrant Superman, and saved the day after all that other things, and they went back to their own world. This takes place years later. Superman is still going to be looks like everything's going hunky-dory until Brainiac comes in, and it looks like he's going to be the main antagonist. But surprisingly enough, that not just Brainiac, but also Darkseid is considered to be a playable fighter if you pre-order the game, of course. Which is sad, because, I thought he would be a perfect antagonist. But then again, Darkseid, hey, I want to see Darkseid as a playable character, which is pretty cool as well. And now it seems like Brainiac looks like it's going to be something that unites everyone, including Superman, and saying, hopefully they can actually become the heroes once more, as now these this huge threat, this mega threat known as Brainiac, has returned to Earth, and he wants to assimilate and destroy it once and for all. And it looks like it's going to be May 6th, 2017, where it will be on for the PS4 and Xbox One. In fact, it recently announced it's going to have an online beta for all the people for the PS4 and the Xbox One, negating all the PC people, the poor PC people like myself who got a brand new graphics card and so on. We don't get any love. That's sad, man. We don't get no love. I don't know why, but eventually we'll get one. And then that's probably the only time I'll probably get a review from me, Dukect. But anyway, as for the game, it looks fun, it looks exciting, and I will be getting this when it gets on Steam. I have no reason to get this Xbox One or PS4 unless someone gives me one. Hey, I do have a donate button on my blog spot, so just saying. Look, I'm not begging, but hey, if anyone wants to give me the money to get an Xbox One, just a little donate, because I'm hit hard after MagFest, and such. But I'm not begging, but just saying, if you want the Xbox One or PS4 reviews, just there it is. That's probably the only way to do it. But overall, I am looking impressed with Injustice 2. It looks fun. It looks exciting. And I can't wait to play it. And regardless if I get a PS4, Xbox One, or when it gets on Steam. That's pretty much that's all I got to say about that. It's going to be a really fun game. And yeah, I can't wait to play it. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think that will be all that is for me, Dukect, here on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, this is fun. We'll be back again next Thursday, as we will talk more things, wrestling, video gaming, and all the other little crazy things we all will talk about and have fun with. So, thanks again for watching and enjoying. And that's it from me. Peace, love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Later.